Spencer with energeticcity.ca, and this is the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. And right now, I'm at the Fort St. John Salvation Army Thrift Store, joined by Jared Braun and Damaris, who is the manager of the thrift store. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. We're inside, not outside, so that's good.
Yep, definitely a bonus for sure. How about you, Damaris? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good too. I just like to be here, and I enjoy my job.
Excellent. So I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit because 100th Street, as we all know, is closed. So how has that been kind of affecting you guys? Whoever wants to answer the question.
Yeah, so we're not closed, and we just kind of wanted to put the word out as a reminder to people to come in and support the local businesses in town, including our thrift store here. I know it's a bit of a deterrent when people see the barriers and the construction going on and thinking, where do I park? How do I get through? But I think the city has done a pretty good job of trying to make it manageable, be able for people to go through, do a U-turn, still park in front of our store or park on the other side and walk across because there's not as much traffic going on right now. So yeah, that's what we're wanting to encourage people.
Absolutely. I found on my way in, I almost find it easier to access the new one because I don't want to be that guy. But like, you turn at the BCGUU and then there was a parking spot right there. So I just like parked there and then you just walk across. There's no traffic coming. So you should still look both ways. Please do that. But it's pretty easy to just cut across. But you did mention that, you're kind of starting to see sales go down. I think I might ask Damaris about that one. What do you think has kind of caused it? I mean, obviously the construction.
Yeah,
But
and I think a lot of people, they weren't aware that they can actually do a U-turn at the end of the or at the beginning of the construction site. So we keep pointing that out, and that seems to help. Some people think it's super easy, and then other people, they park far away and have to walk. So we just want to spread the word that we're open, that it's easy to park, and we still have lots of good items, like lots of brand name stuff. So yeah, we want to get them out the front door as quick as possible.
absolutely. Jared, we were speaking the other day, and you were talking about how the other thrift store in town, I think there's only two, is actually taking fewer donations, which is putting more donations in your hands. But since you're also seeing a lack of people kind of being able to come in just because it looks like it's like there's a barrier, but there's really not. It's very easy to kind of walk through. But what happens if you don't have like the customers and you're still getting these donations?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work for Damaris and her team to process. I mean, we're receiving, I think we've had days of 70 bags of donations in the last little while, and so that's a lot. We have a pretty small team. They're a hardworking team. We got a number of volunteers, but it's a lot to keep up with, and it's a job to sort through everything. I mean, we look for the treasures. We want to get the best quality items that people, when they come and shop at the thrift store, they know that they're getting good, clean things that aren't broken and torn and stains and so on. And so we've always got to sort through the good from the bad. And so with the amount of donations, it just takes a lot of time and a lot of work. We're very grateful for the generosity of our community, for sure. They're amazing and thinking of us and bringing the donations here. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is get good quality items onto the sales floor here and sold to the community. Of course, everybody's able to get amazing prices. With inflation, why wouldn't you shop at a thrift store right now, right? Like, you can save so much money, outfit your whole family, take care of your home with household items, and know that you're supporting the community while you're doing that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you were mentioning that the thrift store is one of the kind of the main ways that you guys raise money. Is that is true, right? I'm not just
Yeah.
saying. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Damaris, when you have 70 bags of donations some days coming in and you're not moving them, what happens to those like donations that people bring? Do you still accept them, or?
Yes, we want to try to accept all the donations, and we just find spaces, empty corners, just random places where we can store them, keep them. So that's a bit of a challenge, but we always like a challenge, and it's fun. But of course, we do depend on the customers to come and buy cheap but good clothing.
Absolutely. Play clothes, it is that time now. You need to get those kids in those play clothes. You just spent a bunch of money for their school clothes. You gotta replace those. I just forgot what month we were in, but it's fine. But it's that time, and that's where I always got my play clothes as a kid, was the thrift store. And then you also have a lot of potatoes your way.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a word that starts with S so I can alliterate spuds, because I love using the word spuds to describe potatoes, but that's just the Irishman in me, so maybe that's just me. But you told me that you were able to kind of find a place that you can store them.
Yeah, so we put the word out the other day in our relationship with Second Harvest in conjunction with Food Banks BC. Obviously, we're the only food bank in Fort St. John. We've been given the opportunity to receive 50,000 pounds of potatoes.
So many
That'll be
potatoes.
coming sometime in the week of May 9th. And we're able to arrange with a property management company to utilize the old BC liquor store as a warehouse space. And so we will be handing out a lot of potatoes through the month of May and June. And we'll be sharing more information about that as we get there. But it's a unique opportunity that we're able to give back to the community and distribute to people to save money on groceries. And we're really looking forward to it. I think we're going to try and have some fun with it.
That's awesome. Another thing that I saw, because we talked about it previously, and I never really got an update because I didn't reach out. But you're still looking for I think it was a gas fitter for the Salvation Army emergency response vehicle. How's that going?
Yeah, so we're looking ahead to the summer. A lot of great events. Could be potential for the need of the units if there's a wildfire season, like the windstorm that happened last year, different situations like that. We want to be able to get out there and feed people with that vehicle. We just have a few hoops to jump through as far as getting a gas certification. It's not a really big, significant job, but understand that a lot of the contractors are very busy right now, and so it's just been tricky to kind of get someone pinned down to do the odds and ends little jobs that need to happen. From what I understand, it'd be a matter of like a one-day type of project. So I put it out. If there are any gas fitter contractors that'd be interested in helping us out, to reach out to us, and I'd be glad to have their help to get that truck up and running, and we'd love to get involved in like the Energetic County Fair, the music festival that's coming up, possibly the air show. Lots of great things now that events are opening up. We'd love to be a part of.
For sure. That windstorm actually is when we met last year.
That's right. Yes.
At the emergency response vehicle, and you can whip up, I think, breakfast sandwiches you were doing once at the farmers market.
Yeah,
and a bunch of other things. So I mean, it's more than emergency response is very important, but it can also be used to go to a bunch of other events. Is there anything else? You've been up to so much lately. It's hard to like nail you down. How's there's the Northern Center of Hope that you're still working on constructing. I believe that you're kind of approaching when you're thinking it'll be done. How's it looking?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of questions. When are people going to be moving in? They see the building, it looks like it's there, ready to go, and it pretty much is. The main thing that we're waiting on is the main hydro line. So they have to dig a trench down the back alley and get the main hydro hooked up. And until that point, the contractor can't turn it over to us for operation. Obviously, elevator can't run, fire, security systems, all that type of stuff.
Pretty much everything
Yes,
needs power.
Yeah. So it's just got temporary and generator power right now. So that's a pretty big piece that hopefully is going to start happening within the next few weeks here, but it could be a multi-stage process. It's not just a matter of like plugging a plug into the wall type of thing. Unfortunately.
Just a really big extension cord.
So and then we got a number of smaller things that we'll need to do as well. Ordering kitchen supplies, janitorial supplies, office supplies. Our furniture order is waiting to get brought in. A lot of the bigger appliances and things are already in the building. And then we'll be doing a big push to recruit staff and put that out there as well, that we're going to be needing 15 to 20 new staff to run the place. And so we're looking for people that have a heart to serve our community, an awesome career opportunity. And so that's going to be a big piece as well over the next few months.
Absolutely. Speaking of, sort of staff adjacent, you just had I believe, a lunch yesterday. Kind of recognizing your volunteers. I was wondering if you wanted to kind of speak on that a little bit.
Oh man, we're so blessed. I think we have some of the best volunteers in Fort St. John. Lots of them come and help here at the Thrift Store and helping to sort, tag, hang clothes, and they help out in the food bank with receiving all the donations we get from the stores. They help with cleaning and stocking shelves and you name it. Our volunteers are phenomenal, all ages. And we, yesterday had a luncheon. I think we had over 40 people come out, and that's just, less than half. We probably, if you count in all the Christmas kettle volunteers, we're probably right around 100 people that, over the course of the year, spend some time, giving of their time to come and serve with our organization. Young children, families, seniors that are retired, all the ages in between. different life backgrounds, different life experiences. And yeah, it's Volunteer Appreciation Week, and we could be appreciating them every single day of the year. We're so thankful for them.
That's fantastic. How are volunteers, like, how integral are they in the, kind of operation of the thrift store?
Well, they are essential, and for me, I'm coming from a different country, so I'm still getting used to the volunteers. So, but we do appreciate them, we need their help, and we take them.
Excellent. Well, that was a lot of topics all at once. I'm a little lightheaded.
You came to the Salvation Army, Spencer.
I really did. You guys always have multiple things on the go, and you're a very busy guy, but you always make time for my plethora of questions that I ask you every time. So, is there anything else you want to say before I let you go?
I always just love to end with saying a big thank you to the community. We're so grateful for the support, talk about the volunteering, generosity of financial contributions, and people just being advocates for what we're doing. We just feel the support, and so I just say a big thank you. We're glad to be part of the community and contributing in the ways that we can.
Absolutely. Anything else before I let you go as well?
No, thank you for all the customers and the donators and just everyone who helps here.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, guys. And this has been the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Spencer for EnergeticCity.ca, and I'm slowly leaving the camera frame. No, but well, you're doing that on purpose. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this has been the Community Roundup. I'm Spencer with EnergeticCity.ca. Big thank you to Brad's Furniture and Appliances for sponsoring the Community Roundup, and thank you so much for you guys for letting me crash the store today and
Anytime.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll be by later. And thank you so much.